Hey, what's going on, everybody? Haven't done a hangout in about a week, so thought I would do this open panel hangout. Try to get a few people together to do a show tonight, but um, I had some other things to do. So it happens. So I still wanted to try to do like an open panel type hangout. I used to do it with the motivators a few times, and it was a lot of fun. Seeing who would pop in and out. Um, but if you just now joining the video, I'll keep saying it throughout the video that I posted the panel link in the chat, and I'll post it again here in a minute to anyone who missed it. But if you want to hop on the video with me, I posted the panel link in the chat. But anyways, we'll get into it. Um, so, been doing pretty good this month. Um, Sales have been pretty consistent, and been doing some good sales on Macari. It's slowing down on eBay, but I'm really loving Macari. But the only bad thing about it is it takes so long to get paid. Well, at least it feels like it. Um, because I know I sold this item. Because when you sell an item, you got to ship it off to the person, then they got to rate you, and then you got to rate them back, and then that's when the money will come into your balance, and then you have to do the transfer to your bank. And for some reason, like, I need to find what date it is. There's a certain day that if you do it, it'll show like the next day. But like for me, it usually takes like a week for that stuff to hit my account. So I mean, the whole process for an item getting sold is like almost 2 weeks to get paid. So that's the only bad thing that I've noticed about it. But I mean, the sales are pretty quick on it. And let's see if we have anybody in the chat. Got Mike in the chat. Mike, if you want to hop on, man, it's been a long time. You can hop on with me. And in fact, let me post the link. Anybody who's watching now. All right. Um, there's usually a lot of reseller shows on Monday, but I haven't seen anything today, so I definitely just wanted to do something kind of unique with the open panel. And I'll just keep chatting maybe for about 15 minutes, and if nobody pops on, then we'll call it a night. But um, you guys are more than welcome to pop on. I would love to chat with you about reselling. But but eBay, yeah, eBay, it's maybe it's just the stuff that I'm listing on eBay. That takes a while. I like to find clothes. Like I like doing graphic T-shirts, and I haven't found any band T-shirts. Those are the ones that I noticed on eBay. For me, at least, they sell pretty quick. Um, I found an Alice Cooper T-shirt. It was at a garage sale for like 25 cents, and the thing sold the next day for $18. And I was pretty excited about that. And then I found a Tool T-shirt that I got for $1, and I think that sold for about is 10 or $15. Um, but yeah, I haven't been having any luck finding band T-shirts recently though. Amazon has been picking up for me, and when I posted something in the Resellers Life, I think it was yesterday or maybe today. I don't know. I've been so busy with working and doing this um, about the whole fast fast nickel or slow dime concept, and you know I used to be all about, and I still am for the most part, about the slow dime. But usually when I would send stuff in, it would be um, it would sell usually pretty quick within like 2 weeks. And did I freeze up? What's going on? My computer just like froze up. Dustin's in the chat. I put the link, Dustin, if you want to hop on. Morgan, this last week, Amazon sales have been really picked up a lot. Morgan, yeah, I've noticed that too. I've been changing kind of how I'm doing things as well, though, on Amazon. Morgan, you're more than welcome to hop on too. That'd be cool to chat. Got the link in there for you guys if you want to hop on. But yeah, I was all about the slow dime, and I've been doing the whole fast nickel thing. Just trying to get to the buy box. But yeah, I was all about it does take away from the profit. I will not lie about that. It does take away from the profit, but let's see.
All right, I had to mute your live feed.
Oh, okay. Let me see where you're at. I gotta shut the Wi-Fi off on my phone.
For a live feed.
Okay.
Man, you shaved.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I usually wear hats, but I shaved yesterday, but I just forgot all about putting on a hat tonight. I love wearing hats, but it's all good. Hey man, I don't know if you were just catching what I was talking about the how do you do your eBay, man? Are you doing the fast nickel? Or are you doing the slow dime stuff?
Well, let me turn down my volume.
Are you on video? Because right now I just see like just your icon.
I'm on my computer.
Okay, I think my computer's just going slow.
It depends on the item, because when I research it, I look at to see how many people are selling the same item. I look at the sold listings of what's been out there, and then I kind of do the like. Depends on the item, because when I research it, I look at to see how many people are selling. I look at the sold listings of what's been out there, and then I kind of do the like. Hey Morgan. Hey. Can you pause the YouTube?
Who has the YouTube going?
I think it's Morgan.
All right, give me a second.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay. No problem, man. So what were you saying? You're seeing how many people's on it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I have X item. Let's say there's 5 people that currently have it out there for $20 plus $5 in shipping, just for say. And solds are showing up at 15 to 25. I might put it at $15 and $9 in shipping or something like that, and just kind of see where it goes. I don't have a lot of common items, so not everything is I mean, I'm not competing against 100 people on eBay. I'm typically only competing against 5 or less people, so I balance it that way.
Yeah.
So there are some stuff I will, like I've got a bidet on there. It's been selling at $500. I got it up for, I just saw I have a watcher on it, so I dumped the price down to $450. Hopefully that watcher will jump on it in the next day or two. Something of that nature. I may drop it to $425 again to try to see if I can get that person to jump on it.
Okay. Yeah. See, like, man, I'm used to the whole Amazon stuff, and I just don't know the tips and tricks on eBay as far as like when you get watchers and stuff. Like usually when I see watchers, I'm like, okay, maybe one day somebody will buy it. But so like when you see a watcher, typically do you just drop your price a little bit?
Depends on the item, but something like that. I only paid $100 for it a day at a yard sale. So for me to drop it to $425, $450, yeah, I'd be eating $50 or $75, but I'm still turning. I got $40 in shipping, so I probably won't have $20 in shipping.
Yeah.
So I'll still turn $250 to $350 range if I can get it sold real quick. So something like that, I don't mind eating a little bit more.
Okay.
You know, like I just posted a listing of muscle T-shirts and undershirts, that kind of thing for like a lot of 12. Shipping's $10. I started at an auction at 99 cents. If I get one hit on it, great. I just bought a bunch of. I think it was 3 closets full at a estate sale Saturday for $25. So any little dollar I can get off this stupid little stuff before I get to the better stuff, I don't really care, Or it's going to get donated to Goodwill anyways. So
I got you.
I saw the Brooks Brothers suit and some other coats in there. That's what I bought it all for.
Man.
It would have taken me longer. It would take me longer to cherry pick through 3 closets, pull out each item, and look for stains and holes and all that stuff than it would just to buy it all for X amount and bag it up and take it home and separate it by size from there.
Yeah, see, I love that whole part about eBay, like finding stuff at garage sales. But like when I'm out looking, man, I'm mainly looking for like Amazon stuff, and then it's just hard to see what I'm going to separate for eBay and all that. A lot of times I just cross-list items that I have at Amazon. I put them on eBay as well, and then I'll just do the shipping from Amazon.
I mean, you could try little things that don't take a lot of effort to sell, like Guitar Hero guitars. They always sell. Get those for $1 or $2. Try a few of those and get used to taking pictures and that kind of thing, and get your feet wet with something that's pretty easy to ship. Doesn't cost much to ship and does sell,
Yeah.
And then you just kind of build your way through it. And I'm not a big-time eBay seller, but the same token, everybody starts from somewhere. You got to work your way up,
Yeah. Yeah, I've done all right. Like this past month, I think I've done like over 300 in sales on eBay. But I mean, I would love to get up there like some of these other eBay sellers, man. That, a couple $1,000s a month.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I just gotta learn a little bit more about it. Morgan, I've never talked to you before. You sell on both platforms, or?
Yeah. I do what you do, basically. I do a lot of media.
A lot of media, yeah. Yeah,
a lot of DVDs on Amazon. I sell a lot of video games. I just passed $5,000 in video game sales for the year on Amazon.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
I usually average about, I would say, 6 to 8K on eBay a month, and probably about 4 or 5 on Amazon.
Man, so you do this full time?
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
One day for me, it's just finding the time to do all of it, and it's just, in my little town, I'm so restricted. It's mainly retail arbitrage stuff that I can do. There's only like 2 or 3 thrift shops, and then I've got to travel around Dallas and stuff to find.
I average about 8 thrift stores a day. So
yeah.
You have to, because you have to do volume when you're full time.
Yeah.
Mortgage just like you, so you got to pay for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I try to average about at least $400 in merchandise a day, and if I don't, I just keep going to the next thrift store. So.
Man, like you try to spend 400 a day?
No, 400 profit I have to get.
Oh, profit a day. Gotcha.
So right behind me is all those DVD or CDs back there.
Yeah.
I found that at one thrift store, and it's about, I would say like a couple hundred, and they're all like rare symphonies and opera, and they probably average
$10 to
$30 a piece. It was a good score. So don't let like used.
Yeah, I usually get at half price books, man. They have really good symphony ones that are always on clearance.
Oh yeah, it was just awesome because everybody else is like, oh, that's junk, and I'm like, oh no, this is like rare stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let me clear this off.
It's funny how we think
exit out.
CDs are rare now.
CDs sell.
I know, it's funny.
Yeah, I've been selling CDs pretty good lately. Yeah, I found a what is the symphony one? Brahms, I think is what it's called, and it's like a double disc I got at a garage sale for $1. That thing sold for $17, and that's what turned me on to doing the symphony stuff. So even if it's used, I'll pick it up and scan it at half price books.
Definitely.
Yeah. Where are you based out of?
I live in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay, Wisconsin. I know a few other sellers up that way.
A lot of pickers, a lot of competition up here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, I sold my first textbook the other day, an algebra book that I got. Dustin, I think I showed you guys this. Didn't I show you and Dawn on that video that night?
I believe so.
Yeah, the algebra book I had, man, that thing sold for $37.
Hey, I got a tip request. I've been actually been trying it out a lot lately, and it actually works. So what I do is, if I have like something that I'm going to send to FBA, but I want the money right away,
Yeah.
I'll put it on eBay and Amazon, and then on Amazon I'll make sure there's pictures, and I'll put 1 penny under the FBA price, and it sells like every time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 1 penny under the FBA price with pictures.
And you do it as like a merchant fulfill, and then you do a fulfillment order?
Yep, and I always put it on eBay too, and I mean, it either sells on one or the other really fast.
Yeah, I do that with Mercari and eBay with some of the items, but it just takes so long. Like right now on eBay, I can only list 200 items, but I'm only up to I think I'm down to like 50 something items on there because once something sells, I'm deleting. But yeah, I just can't seem to get it over 75 items.
Do you do best offer on eBay?
Yes.
I would say don't do that.
Don't do that.
I don't do best offer. You get more money for your stuff, and I just lower my price by $5 every month. So
Okay.
I set it at a competitive price, and then after 30 days, I just lower it $5.
Okay. I'll try that out.
Yeah, because I see too many people just throw money away.
Yeah, I'm good at that, man. I'm good at throwing. I don't know. I don't know if you watch some of the other shows, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff I miss out on. So.
Yeah, I've been selling eBay for 8 years, so I've got it pretty dialed in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just me. It's the time management thing for me.
Oh yeah.
Working 50 hours a week and then trying to find time to hit up the thrift stores on the weekend and.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to force myself to do it because I mean I love doing it. I love reselling.
I'll give you one piece of advice. Just spend all your time where you make your most money.
Yeah.
Don't waste time on stupid stuff like social media and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. That's what the issue was with the other Facebook group I had. I was spending all my time on it, and it was just eating up a bunch of time. And they would be nice that I would just be in here just chatting with people and not doing anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, that killed a lot of my time. So with this new group, Resellers Life, I think we have 40 people in it now. I mean, it's people pop in and out and say what's up, and that's about it.
Sure.
But yeah, the weekends it's pretty much dedicated to finding stuff. When we get our disbursement, we get out there and we try to spend that disbursement as quick as we can.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah, I just shipped out some stuff today. I got some stuff to pack up to ship out tomorrow. And,
I do something differently though. I use all my Amazon money for all my bills, and then anything that's that I sell on eBay is I use for my Amazon products, the cost, and then if anything's left over, that's my retirement fund.
Wow.
So, yeah, usually end up with quite a bit at the end of the month on eBay, so it just goes right into savings.
Man, that's pretty good. Dustin, how you do yours? How do you have yours set up like that?
I'm still a small seller, so I just keep pumping everything back into what I got.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should probably do that, but I don't because I don't know. I just feel like if I'm working, I should at least get a little bit of something out of it. So, I mean, like what we do, what I was doing was whatever my profit was, I was taking 50% and keeping it for myself, and then putting the other 50% back into the business along with the original investment. But as time went by, I was like, I need to change something. So now that we're doing bigger numbers, how I'm doing it is I'm taking the original investment back now, and then we're putting 20% back into it, and then we're keeping the rest of the money. So that way we can start building up each week, and it's been working, And I haven't been having to dip into the business money like we used to, and I don't know.
How many listings do you have between Amazon and eBay?
Um, eBay, I don't have that many listings. Amazon, I have a little over 500.
Yeah, I noticed after about 2,000 items is usually a good time to go full time.
Yeah, man, 2,000 items.
Yeah, not at 2,000. I wouldn't recommend it. Not going.
Yeah, no. I've got a wife and kids and all, and they're my number one priority. So I'm gonna be at my day job till I at least have 6 months worth of bills in savings.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
So that's kind of how we're doing it. But yeah, I like hearing other people's business models and what works for them, especially people that are full time. So
I noticed that it's way easier to go full time on eBay than Amazon. I mean, people tell you different, but I mean, I sell a lot on Amazon, but it's not even close to the profit I get on eBay.
yeah, yeah, I hear that all the time, and that's why I question eBay sellers how they do it, and what they look for when they're out and about, and
Well,
um,
when you're on eBay, I always try to do stuff that's like $30 plus. Don't even waste your time otherwise.
yeah. What about you, Dustin? You have a bunch of you do a bunch of clothes and stuff.
I do everything. I got electronics. Uh, I'm just now using clothes on eBay. I have a local consignment store I typically use, but they're full of summer stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and try to dump some of this stuff I picked up this weekend real quick on auction. I got some vintage planters. I've got a range of everything. I don't really have a category I get stuck into.
Whatever
Probably,
makes you money.
I would say, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd probably say 15% of my inventory, 10% in electronics or electronics based. So I'm probably a little bit more heavy in that than anything, but I just know a decent amount. So it's pretty easy for me to look at something and see the condition and the brand name and know if it's worth $2 to sell for 20 or 40 down the road.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah.
knowledge to me.
See, I mean, I have a decent amount of stuff at Amazon. I was kind of thinking of, like maybe like this weekend, kind of focusing on buying nothing but eBay stuff. I mean, what do you guys think? Like, how would you approach that if you're trying to build up your eBay business? Just kind of.
eBay, you need a lot of time, and it doesn't sound like you have a lot of time, so I would stick to Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually try to put in about during the week. I try to maybe work about 8 to 10 hours a week on
Yeah.
reselling.
What I try to do is I try to do Amazon like most of the time, but then whenever I find like the $30 plus items that are used usually for eBay, then whenever I have time at night, that's when I do them.
Oh, okay.
And those usually pop I mean, those pop all the time. So,
Yeah. See me like when I'm at garage sales, I'm just looking for new stuff, and I'm scanning it and stuff like that. But I know but I'm not that knowledgeable in like blazers and stuff like that, like other people
don't do
about,
that.
about clothing and all that. I'm horrible about that, you
If
know.
you do clothing, I recommend just to stick with sweaters and jackets.
Yeah.
Don't do anything else.
I mean, I use the only clothing I've done, I've been pretty successful at is the graphic design T-shirts, the funny T-shirts or like the TV show T-shirts like Ninja
What's
Turtles.
your average sale for a T-shirt?
Um, they usually sell between $8 and $12.
Yeah. See, if you do sweaters, your average sale be between 30 and 50.
Wow.
So if you do jackets, my average sale is like 80.
Yeah. I have sold one jacket before. It was like a Star Wars jacket, and I sold it. I think it was like $48 I sold it for.
Yeah, the T-shirts. I mean, Chris, I would just pass on because it's just not worth your time.
Yeah, it is a lot of work to do those.
Yeah, because you have to measure them and you have to take several pictures still.
Yeah.
Do you use a mannequin?
I have one of those ones that you can hang on the door, but usually I have a I just have like a poster board thing, and
Yeah,
that kind of setup.
one of those really expensive mannequins at the thrift stores. I always find them.
Oh yeah,
Like,
mine looks like a little kid with like a hanger on the top of it with an X at.
yeah, you gotta upgrade that.
Yeah. Well,
So,
man, I got it for like 50 cents at a garage sale, so I was like, okay.
yeah,
And then
you gotta get one like him. See, he's got a decent one in the background.
yeah,
You want one like that?
yeah, yeah, that one looks good.
Yeah, that was 20. They're only $20 typically. They're hard to find, but you
Yeah,
can find them.
I find them about, I would say once every couple weeks or so. But I don't. I mean, obviously, I have one already. And definitely get a male because I mean, a male looks more unisex, so you could, put girl jackets on it too.
Yeah, don't want to put a man jacket on something with boobs.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Might take a little longer to sell.
Yeah. um, so, and another issue I have is with my garage sales. How do you guys plan out your weekend or your auctions, Dustin?
I'll look on Craigslist, say somewhere between like 4 or 5 o'clock at night, and then later on at night, like 11, just to see if anything popped up last minute, and just try to find a group in a neighborhood with a decent drive, and where there's like one every other street or something like that, and just go hit that section real hard. And
Right.
I mean, you know what parts of your town have a little bit more money, or not even money, but I shouldn't say it like that. That you know that you're going to have a better chance of seeing decent stuff that's quality you might be interested in.
Okay.
So I try to make it as efficient as possible. If it's on the west, if I live on the west side, if I have less than 6 over here on this Saturday, I'll look at the east side or north side, to see where I can find a good group. And then I look at the pictures and see if it's any of the stuff I'm even interested in.
How long do you guys typically spend out, like on a Saturday?
I always go out for between 5 and 6 hours almost every day.
Man.
I'll do 3 to 6 hours, just depending on the weather and how well I'm doing. And if you're at a good yard sale, you might spend a little bit more time at 2 good ones than you would, blowing through 3 crappy ones.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I kind of wanted to talk to somebody tonight, and I'm glad you guys hopped on, because I do want to increase my eBay business, while still sticking with Amazon, because I'm doing pretty good on Amazon too. But I don't really send too much used stuff into Amazon. It's mainly new. Um,
I do the opposite. Almost all new.
it's all new.
Almost all new to Amazon.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I do. Is almost all new. It's probably 85% new,
Yeah.
and I haven't had really any issues with customer complaints and stuff like that. And I see these other people like on Periscope and all that sending a bunch of used electronics in, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'd just be too scared to do all that, you know.
When I send in electronics, it has to be very good to like new.
Yeah,
Otherwise, there's just the returns are insane.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Like I found this past weekend, I found an ice cream maker, and it was an open box, but the lady never used it. It was still in styrofoam and on it. And I listed it as used, very good on Amazon.
yeah.
I didn't even want to put like new. I just put very good, you know, and then I just put open box in the notes.
Here, I'll show you something I found today. It's like new. You can look it up if you want.
Oh, I've sold one of those before. Well, no, that's not the double one. Yeah.
This is a forehead hi-fi VCR, and it's Sylvania model SSV6003.
All right.
I believe last time I looked it up, I think it was like 350 new, and this one's like new. Nothing inside is opened. It's just an open box. And I figure I could probably get 200 out of it.
Oh yeah, VCRs are amazing. I've sold one I've sold two VCRs on Amazon, but I did it merchant fulfilled, and I didn't have any issues with it. I just put no remote in it. I know if you send it into FBA, you have to have the remote and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The Super VHS, especially with JVCs, they sell for about 180 to 242.
I always do really well with them.
I've never had any problems with sending used VCRs with no remotes into FBA. I've never had a return yet.
Hey, Chris, you want to know what my favorite eBay item is to sell?
What's that?
And you can always get really cheap at thrift stores?
What's
Is
that?
wool rugs.
What is it?
Wool rugs.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about that.
Usually, like the price at a thrift store is between like $6 and $12. And man, I would say my average price for like vintage wool rugs is like $400.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I always get a lot of money for them. So always keep your eye out for those.
Wool
Now,
rugs.
how much do you have to know about the brands, design patterns, and so
Nothing.
forth?
Just as long as it's vintage and you know that it's a wool rug, people will decide if they want it or not.
So you don't.
A lot of times they like them distressed.
So you really don't have to go through the trouble of 2, 3 hours trying to research and find the exact same one. And
Oh no, I just always I list it usually at the same thing. You can usually put like vintage wool rug, and then obviously the shape if it's like a round, oval, rectangle, and then you can use keywords like kilim, Turkish, Persian. I don't know. There's a bunch of different keywords you can use. Just use those keywords and look at the sold listings, and you'll see right away.
Okay.
They sell pretty fast too. It's pretty amazing.
you just Frankenbox them together.
Oh man, you know what? I just bend the rug in half and just throw it in a small box. Yeah, you don't even have to put it in a long tube. You just fold it in half.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I even pay up once in a while. I'll go to like those antique malls and I'll look for the rugs there. 'Cause sometimes they'll put them out for like 50 or $80, and you can still easily get 400 for them, 400 or 500.
Have you guys went to any storage auctions or anything?
It's too much junk.
Junk. Dustin, have you?
I did them for about a year and a half, while I was still working full time, and I learned about FBA, and I just started doing eBay this year. So actually, I plan on, depending on how things go, is getting back into it, not full time, but at winter time I plan on hitting it a little bit, hitting it again. January, February, March is when a lot of those guys can't sell flea markets, and it's not as busy and not as much competition. So,
Yeah, I know. I know
because
most people, they'll open their own little thrift shop with stuff that they. This one place I go to, she goes to storage auctions all the time, and that's how she fills up her the thrift store.
but most storage auctions are 70% junk, 30% sellable on average.
Yeah.
No matter how big a 5x5 or 30x30, it's pretty much 70% junk. Typically, that's the average I've noticed. I
Yeah,
know
maybe might have better luck buying pallets, you know.
depends where you're at and if you got any distributors nearby. Because I don't have any. I think the closest pallet return place I can get anything from is like 3 hour drive for me.
Oh man.
You might be better off. You might have one within an hour's drive, and it might be more feasible. But for me to rent a
Oh,
U-Haul
dude,
back and forth, and
there's tons of them in Dallas, man.
yeah,
I've went to one before, and basically we spent what was those things called, like those banana box things, whatever. We bought one of those for it was $220, and yeah, most of the stuff was just junked out. I think we made our money back, but that's about it.
Chris, what's your favorite place to go to, or your most profitable place to go to?
I was actually looking at that tonight on Inventory Lab. Walmart and Walgreens is my two favorite places that make the most money.
What's your most profitable category?
That I don't know.
That's what you need to hit up the hardest.
Yeah, I can tell you a profitable category. That's why I love Inventory Lab, because it tells you all that stuff. And I was just looking at that tonight. Me and my wife were talking. I was like, "It's like, what do you think we've made the most money at?" And she's trying to guess places we've been. And yeah, Walmart was the number one, and then Walgreens was second. Um, let me take a look and see. I don't know, man. It's a mix. I mean, because we buy a bunch of stuff. Health and beauty. We've slowed down on groceries.
You need to find out what your biggest profit is, and that's what you need to keep pounding, like just hard.
I'm pulling it up right now on my phone. Category profitability. All right, it'll tell me for the last 1 month. Let me see. Beauty, we've sold 31 items. Toys, we've sold 43 items in the last month.
Yeah, I understand like the volume, but you want to find the one that's got the largest spread and the best bang for your buck.
Yeah, most profit is beauty. Yeah, we've sold, well, profit $206 worth of profit. Revenue $452.
How fast are they turning?
I don't know what shows that on there, but I mean it's showing the ROI for beauty for the last month is 237%. So yeah, I mean and that's where we get a lot of beauties at, like Walgreens and stuff. I don't know unless there's some place on Inventory Lab that shows you how fast it's going.
You can usually gauge like by when you open up manage inventory, and you know how it's got a different date for every shipment.
Uh-huh.
and then you can kind of look at it how fast your out of stocks are, like for what you're sending in. Usually, I would say my inventory changes pretty fast because I try to move it fast, so like a month or under.
Yeah, I mean that's mainly what most of my stuff is too. I buy within the top 5%. I don't buy anything over that.
When you go to let me just look. When you go to view pricing dashboard,
Uh,
how competitive are you?
Okay, let me take a
Are
look at
you
that.
over 50%?
Let me take a look at that. See, these are the things people need to talk about, and look at. Um,
And like, what's your buy box win? How often are you winning the buy box?
Let me see. Underneath the pricing, right? The pricing dashboard.
You go to pricing and then you go to view pricing dashboard.
Yeah.
And then it'll have a
Okay.
few things on there. It'll say your buy box percentage, your price competitiveness, and then your sales conversion.
Yeah. My buy box percentage is 5%. It says.
Okay.
Price competitiveness is 78%,
Oh yeah, you're really good. That's good.
and sales conversion. I don't know if it says 0.7.
That's actually not bad.
I don't know what that is, but I don't know what 0.7 is supposed to mean, but
You said you were in the 70s for price competitiveness.
78%.
That's really good, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this past month I've been working on doing the fast nickel, and so I've been staying on top of my stuff, and it's been helping out. Been losing some profit, but things are moving, and
Yeah.
money's coming back to me. That's the main thing.
I, when you get closer to Christmas, don't try to price so competitive though.
Yeah,
Try to get it back to, I would say, almost like 55% or so price competitiveness. You want to be like the third in line for FBA during Christmas time because you're just going to get more profit. It's just worth it. You'll still
yeah,
sell it,
yeah.
but right now that's a good percentage for this time of year.
So, yeah. I noticed that it's in green, so I guess that's good. Um, yeah, last calculated at 10:55 this morning was a 0.7%. Uh, okay, yeah, I see the graph on there that it's going up.
Yeah, the dashboard really helps out a lot.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay attention to that more often. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I stay on top of the stuff, man. Um, and that's something I'm gonna ask at least the Facebook group Resellers Life. I'm gonna ask everybody in that tomorrow. Just kind of see where everyone's at on that, and you know um, how that can help the business by paying attention to that.
So on your when you use a repricer, do you use get the buy box or do you do max profit?
On the Be Cool,
Yeah.
max profit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you what do you set for your low and your high? Do you put it like 10% higher for your high?
15.
Oh, 15%?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean I was doing the 10%, but it stuff was just moving too slow. Um,
Yeah.
but last month we did pretty good. We did. I think on Amazon we did a little over 3,000 in sales on Amazon, but um, I mean we sent in a lot of stuff too, so I mean the sales should have been higher than that. And I think it was because my price wasn't being competitive enough. And then now that I'm going and looking at some of the pricing, the price has dropped so much. It's just like I need to get the money back so I can reinvest it in some other stuff. But Oh, Dustin dropped off. So that's our main focus right now is getting profit and getting our investment back and putting more stuff in.
Yeah. Gotta keep churning it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm pricing a little bit. I'm paying attention to. I'm using the lead pricer, but I'm also paying attention to it myself too, and going in and kind of adjusting things to get things sold. Look at how many competitors I have on the listing, and if there's any FBA competitors on it, and just doing my due diligence, and things are selling.
Yeah. Have you tried selling anything since the changes?
What's that?
Have you tried selling any Sony since the changes?
No, I haven't really sold any Sonys. Like I said, the mainly I do books. I do books, CDs, um, DVDs, health and beauty, toys. That's about it. You know. But I've been sending in some like used board games. Those have been pretty good. I didn't think people would buy used board games on Amazon, but they do.
No.
I
Great.
know. Dustin, you had some games a while back. Did you send those into Amazon or?
Um, I think I sent 2 of them into Amazon. I put the rest on eBay because they were missing a few parts.
I'll be right back.
Uh, have any of those moved yet, Dustin? Or they?
One of the 2 did. I haven't shipped anything in Amazon for way too long. I've been focusing on eBay so much lately. Which, once the missus goes back to work and I have both kids, I'll probably start swinging back to Amazon again because it's a lot easier time-wise to do a shipment and just get it out the door.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing, it just changes. At least for me as a stay-at-home father, it just, everything changes. I spent 3 hours going through all the clothes today, separating them from, extra large, 2X, 3X, 4X suits and coats and all that stuff. So I'm not like a full-time seller where I'm spending 8 hours just sitting like a regular job, just doing it only. I still got laundry and dishes to do and cook dinner and everything, all the basics of life. So
Yeah.
2 loads of laundry and 2 loads of dishes. The next thing you know, 2 hours just went by. Like, man. Clean the countertop, start food. There goes 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah. See me, dude. And I'm sitting there at my job, and as time's going by, I'm like, man, I could have already hit up this many stores, and it just sucks, man.
Yeah, but it's guaranteed income.
Yeah, I mean and that's why I keep going every day instead of saying, screw this, I'm gonna try it, just quit and try this. But no, I'm not in any shape to do that. But it's just something that you got to think of. It's just like you're working for somebody and they're paying you, crap money. It's not that crappy, but you can sit there and know you can make that much money per hour off of one item. It's
If you can buy it continuously and it's sold continuously, then yes. But eventually it runs out, and you got to find something else. And
yeah,
it's the same rat race in a way. It's just a matter of what do you want to do for a living,
Exactly.
Now, are you taking like one day a month off just from everything, like on the Sunday, just no reselling, no nothing, just hanging out and just relaxing?
I do every Friday night at my house. We call it Piles Night, and basically when I get home from work, we don't do nothing, man. We don't mess with the computers. We don't mess with phones. We all sit there as a family and we play games or watch a movie or something. and that's every Friday night. I try to dedicate at least one night to do that, and yeah, we do it. We do it every week.
There's a little bit of an echo.
Yeah, I hear that too.
That's Google Hangouts. It comes and goes.
Yeah,
Gone now.
but yeah, I think it's important to do that, man. Just set aside, at least one day a week or one night a week, depending on what kind of schedule you have. Just forget about everything and spend time with family. That's what we try to do. So, um, but Saturdays, I mean, my kids love it just as much as I do. A lot of times, like this past weekend, they were in there 8:30 waking me up. Dad, you're late. You got to get up. We got to go to the garage sales. I'm like, okay. And because they know they're gonna find something. Like my daughter, she found a little My Little Pony. She loves My Little Pony, and she found a toy for 10 cents. She was so happy about it.
Yeah.
But I want to get the whole garage sale thing down because I love hitting up garage sales as much as I do thrift shops.
I personally prefer garage sales only because I can find stuff to sell, and then I can buy, kids' clothes for 25, 50 cents each, stuff like that, or stuff we need, could use around the house for a buck or two. So it's kind of double dipping for me. If you can get a whole tub of plastic tub of boys 4Ts for $5, you're gonna buy it if you got it.
Yeah.
Because in 4 months, 6 months, it's going to be too small anyways. You consider how much you're saving doing that, and I can find some other stuff to sell. I kind of get both sides of it,
Yeah.
You go to some yard sales and you'll see half containers of cleaning supplies for 50 cents or a quarter. Buy all of it. Buy all the bleach, all the Clorox, buy it up. Spend
it all saves you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those rummage sales like these churches do, they do that too. Like you can tell these are coupon people, but man, they don't give you a good deal on it.
Yeah, I don't have too many rummage church sales around here. There's maybe I see one about once a month at best, and I go to them. It's okay, I'll find a little bit of this, a little of that, but nothing really awesome. $2 a bag, you might get $40 in profit out of a bag. Nothing really crazy.
Yeah, those plushes, I've been enjoying plush.
I never got into plush. I know I've heard a lot of other people that sell on eBay talk about it. I've never gotten into it, so I have no idea.
Have you sold any, Morgan?
Yeah, I sell Boyd bears pretty often. If you ever look up Boyd on eBay.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I've looked up that logo to know what it is, but I can't come across one to save my butt.
Spelled B-O-Y-D. Boyd.
Yeah, we go to the thrift shops, man. We find big old bags full of stuffed animals for like $2, and we were getting lucky finding like Furbies and stuff in those, and those sold pretty quick.
You just need to scan everything. I found a Barbie the other day, and I couldn't believe it. I've never sold a Barbie for over like $20 before, and this Barbie was $150 on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that Game of Life I bought at a flea market. It was brand new in the box for $2. I think I sold it for I want to think it was 85 or 105 or something like that on Amazon.
You have to scan everything.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Second, I got flea markets nearby. I got some that are a little further away. I got some I can hit up on the way home from yard sale. 1 o'clock. Okay, I'm pretty much wrapped up my map I had laid out. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the flea market and try to catch some vendors at the later part of the day and scoop up some bundle deals.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely update you guys. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna try to get me a nice little haul together this weekend, just for eBay, and of course my eyes gonna be open for Amazon too. But um, yeah, I have a lot of I have a lot of friends that are all about eBay, man, and they make good money on it. A lot more profit than what I'm making on some of these Amazon items.
Hey Chris, I got a question for you.
Huh?
Are you throwing back stuff that that looks like new that you could probably sell for new on Amazon if you just you know how to buff plastic?
No, I don't take the chance on it. I'll put like new.
Well, some things you should because you can buy something like. You ever seen this stuff before?
No.
It's called Novus number 2. You can buff out any kind of scratch on plastic.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can make it look new again, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I found a game from 1984 last week that we shipped off. It was Body Boggle, is what it's called. And
This stuff is like $5 on eBay
I
with
have to
free
look.
shipping.
So it takes away the little like.
So it obviously won't take out cracks or if there's a rip or anything. But if you have scratches on plastic, it'll take them out, no problem.
Okay.
It also takes off stickers and it'll take blemishes off the plastic too. If it's like discolored.
Okay.
Yeah, it works wonders, man.
Okay. I'll definitely have to look at that because yeah, I find stuff like that all the time with the plastic looks all jacked up, and I'll just put like new or very good.
It doesn't work on like cellophane, but it works on like you know like you know how the wrestling figures come in those plastic holders?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. It does work on some DVDs. I've noticed. If like the DVD case has like discoloring, it'll clear it up.
I'm usually using Goo Gone, but I mean if that stuff's better than Goo Gone.
Oh, Gugon's horrible. You just use Novus number 2. That's it.
Okay. Novus number. No, oh, that's it. Yeah.
It takes stickers off. It cuts the plastic. It fixes the plastic.
Yeah. I use this bad boy to take stickers off too.
Oh yeah.
It'll heat it up really good and take it off. But I mean, if that'll make the plastic look better, definitely try it out.
Good stuff.
It's on eBay, $5 free shipping.
Yep. Best product you can buy is an eBay and Amazoner.
What's the 1, 2, 3? Is that worth the extra? Paying?
One and 3 are worthless. Just 2.
Or at least for us.
Yeah, I'll have to try that out.
Now, do you ever
one of these a month probably?
use that for opened items?
Well, you can even use it on the LCD screens on electronics. You know how a lot of them get scratched, or like Game Boys?
Right.
Yeah, you can use it on those screens and it really works well. Or like, you know how like old video games like Super Nintendo or N64 cartridges are all nasty?
Oh yeah.
Just use that stuff and wipe it on it. It'll take off all that goo, no problem.
There you go. Novus number 2.
Yep.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, man. Thanks for hanging out for this hour that we've been doing this. A lot of good information, Morgan. I'm gonna look into ordering that, dude. And yeah, maybe we can better schedule this so we can have we can have another hangout together. Because especially, man, I love hearing from full-time resellers. Um, You know, I'm not saying. I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're lucky or they're this, and I know you bust your ass more than probably people who work full time. You know.
Yeah. It's different when you work for yourself.
Yeah, I bet. But
Keep going.
yeah, but all right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out, Dustin, Morgan. Morgan, are you in the Facebook group?
I don't do Facebook, only YouTube.
Okay. Well, well, man, I appreciate you hanging out with us, then.
No problem.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. All right.
Bye.